What is going on, guys? So today we are out in the boat and we are on a river that I never fished before, so I decided to go all out. I brought 3 gar rods, 2 catfish rods, 1 bait rod, meaning shrimp on the bottom or whatever wants to bite. So right now we're at a mouth of an oxbow. The water is freezing. I don't think we're gonna catch a gar today, but you never know. So we're gonna put some gar baits in here, some catfish baits out there. It's about 30 feet deep. But like I said, completely new river for me, unfamiliar territory, but let's see if we can pull out a big flathead, big gar, or who knows what else. Let's go ahead and get some big baits out. If y'all saw my YouTube short, I kind of went over how I got these gar saver rigs from the Fish Whisperer. Now this is probably the only rig ever you'll see me use with a treble hook for gar. This actually prevents the gar from swallowing it, so it gives you a better hookup ratio. Plus you don't have to worry about the fish taking a bait too deep. So awesome little rig, better hookup ratio, and more chances of the fish not swallowing the hook is always a win. So I also made my own little version that Catching Dinosaurs kind of inspired me with. This is a little bit of a more tame version. It doesn't have the treble hooks, and this is not metal, so it doesn't need to be bent back into place. So we're gonna try these 3 rigs out. We're gonna be testing those out this year. And then these 2, we got all catfish setups. We got the rattles and everything. So I don't have any live bait, but we do have our cast net to see if we can get some, because there are some massive flatheads in here. All right, let's get this out there on the bottom. Wow, that water is extremely deep, guys. That's kind of insane. Wow. I know this river is very pressured for catfish, so I'm not expecting a true monster, but you never know. All right, now in this one we have I think it's called a Santee Cooper rig. Basically, it keeps the bait off the bottom, but you still have it in the strike zone because we got a 3-ounce weight. Okay, guys, I moved across the oxbow opening so we can get some baits into the main river more. So what I've learned is that this is a very deep river. Even right off the bank, look at that, can't even touch the bottom right here. I don't know how lucky we were gonna be with gar, but we're gonna try. Oh guys, today is not off to a good start. This mud is so thick, and I had to get out because my line got snagged already, man. First cast, it got snagged. I'm getting destroyed by gnats. Oh man, let's hope we can catch some fish to make this day a little more fun. Well, since we're already out of the boat and muddy, we're gonna go ahead and throw the cast net, see if we can get some live bait. Like I said, there's flatheads in here, big ones supposedly. So if I can get some live mullet or something, put that on the bottom, that could be our golden ticket. I just gotta be careful with all these snags, because if I get snagged throwing the cast net here, I'm gonna be swimming way down to get it unstuck. It's like 10 feet plus right there. Thinking there's gotta be some mullet by these pads. I love lily pads, they're gorgeous. But man, it is actually very hard to fish by them. Because if you're fishing for gar and you're trying to let that gar run without feeling tension, it's really hard because these lily pads catch that line so easily. Come on, give me some mullet. Yes, 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 we got some. We got some, guys. We freaking actually got some mullet. No way. Let's go. Let's put them things on hole. Catch a giant flathead. Got him in the cast net. I didn't even know. It's camouflage. This is spotted gar. This is what I mostly caught when I was a kid, was spotted gar. There's just so many of these guys in Louisiana. I've only ever caught 1 short-nosed gar, and that was in the Mississippi River. But all the bayous around here have these guys, these spotted gars. These fish for them with jerk baits when I was a kid until I got hooked in the hand, and I stopped using the jerk baits. I would literally go out, catch like 20 of these guys on a jerk bait, not use any pliers, and get all the hooks removed for like 3 years straight. I don't know how I didn't get hooked bad, but I got a hook through the top of my finger. I had to push it all the way through, clip it, and pull it back. But yeah, enough gar lore. Let's go and let them go. Alrighty guys, well we are completely covered in mud and we haven't even gotten out all of our rods. The gar rods haven't even been touched yet, so we're gonna go ahead, throw some baits out. I think we're gonna have to float our baits. This river is so deep, I highly doubt any gar are gonna be on the bottom, but we kind of expected that, plus it's cold, so that's gonna be kind of our secondary goal today, is to catch a gar. Our main goal is to catch a big freaking catfish. You guys are not gonna believe this. We got something on the carp. We literally have something on that giant carp. This might be a turtle, honestly. He's going way up in there. Oh, it came off. No. You guys aren't gonna believe it, but it picked the bait up again. I just put the rod back down. It picked the bait up again. There's no way. The thing about the spinning rod is, if y'all saw that video I posted in December where I hurt my hand, oh, it hasn't gotten better since. I went to the doctor, they said I hurt the muscle, and anytime something pushes on my hand, my finger this way, it's like it's tearing. So I can't even play guitar with this finger. I have to pick with my middle finger. I can't set the hook right with the spinning rod. Like, I don't know what to do about it. I genuinely have never had something just like linger like this from fishing, you know? Look, he's way up in those lily pads, but he bit it like a gar, dude. There's no way he's on there. Yeah. All right, guys, we're gonna move the boat because that's definitely gar. And I cannot, yeah, look at these pads, man. I cannot set the hook with all these lily pads. I'm setting the hook into straight plants. Man, you guys are not gonna believe this, but we got one on the mullet. Oh, we had one on the mullet. Dang. Dang it, guys. I thought I had a mullet. I didn't take a close look at the net. We got 2 bass. Are you kidding me? Oh, that's so aggravating. If only you could use those for bait. Alrighty, you guys, we got one on that whole mullet. He is going straight for that weed line. I think they go in all the vegetation to get away from the other gar. So we're gonna have to swim out a little bit. Might wanna get like right up on them because of all these lily pads too. Oh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like what? Alrighty, guys, so we're giving up on the spot, man. I think the fish we lost were just small alligator gar, very, very small ones. And we got a mullet, we got a big mullet like y'all saw. So we're gonna go to a new place. It's literally a bayou, it's not an oxbow. So I have no idea what's gonna happen. I'm just happy to be out here, but I wanna catch a fish, so let's try it. Oh, otters. Look at the otters. Alrighty, guys, so now we are at this little cove that branches off the main river. I am just so desperate to catch a fish today. It has been a long day. We're gonna stay here probably a very long time, and then if absolutely nothing happens, we don't see any fish, then we'll go back to where we lost this fish earlier. Alrighty, guys, so we are at a new spot. First time being here today. We've seen 3 gar roll, so this is a very good sign. Guys, I can tell there's mullet under those lily pads because they're vibrating. The mullet chew on the lily pads so fast that they literally vibrate. I don't know if I can reach them though. I'm gonna try. Oh yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I see them swirling in there already. No way. I got one. Thought we had 2, and maybe one got out. Oh no, we're going into the void. I just hit something huge, guys. I don't know if it was alive, if it was an animal. I think that may have been a gar that I hit. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. I saw a massive swirl, but nothing, there's no tree, nothing came up. And it was so loud, I mean, my motor kicked all the way up. Well, if there's any animal that survives a prop hit, it's definitely a gar. I've caught a lot of gar with prop marks. Oh, guys, I couldn't even start recording, man. I couldn't even start recording. This fish just bit in like 18 feet of water. No! Alrighty, guys, that does it for today. We started fishing a little after 8:30. It is now 8:33 p.m. So that is an entire day of fishing. And those fish I lost, man, they were tiny. Like, it's still upsetting that I didn't catch them, but in reality, there's not many rigs that would catch those. I truly think the hardest gar to catch is a juvenile alligator gar. For whatever reason, they're like impossible to hook, but we're definitely at the 1 yard line of cold weather to hot weather, gar fishing, catfish fishing, all sorts of fishing. I mean, we couldn't even catch a catfish today. So really right now is just a very awkward time with the temperature. The water was freezing cold, like so freaking cold, but it was 70 degrees outside. So I think maybe half a month, give it another month, it's gonna be awesome, man. So this is the reality of fishing a lot of times. It's just how it goes, especially when you're fishing for big fish. But as always, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next fishing video.